present Massachusetts Best Dog and Molly with $3,000 from the 2019 Bridgewater Police 5K.
Thank you so much.
All right.
So there's a lot of different essential equipment that we can purchase for the dogs. The standard vest cost about $1,500. A SWAT vest goes for about $2,600. And the SWAT vest, what we can do with that is you can attach it to the officer, and if they need to go somewhere, they can hoist the dog down. They can put a camera, GPS. There's all different things that you can do with the SWAT vest, which is really nice. And then we can also purchase kennel inserts like we did for Bridgewater. I know that you guys have one of the kennel inserts in the back, and you can also do the safe in the back. I'm not sure exactly what.
We don't have a safe in the back.
No, I mean for the...
oh, you mean like a lockbox?
The lockbox, yeah. The lockbox that goes in the back of the cars.
Yep.
We can also do what's called a hot and pop system. What that is if the car gets too hot, it'll notify the officer, and it will let them know if the vehicle gets too hot. And then the other piece is that if the officer is away from the vehicle and the dog is in the vehicle, they can pop the doors and the dog can, go to the officer. So there's a lot of different essential equipment that we can use for the dogs.
Is that one of those that you've seen like in the videos where the officer's being attacked and they can pop the door and the dog can come to their aid?
Yes.
Similar?
Yep.
And so Stacy and Molly obviously been working on this. This seems to have blossomed far beyond probably what they ever thought it would be. But they've been doing it for a number of years, and so we're very grateful in the law enforcement community, particularly those of us that have canines, for the work that they have done. I know Molly as a young lady and Stacy helping her out as her mom have done a lot of work to raise funds, and so these are essential funds. They go directly to the programs, and canine is an important part of law enforcement. It's a big part. People don't get to see as much of it. They don't get to see the actual work taking place usually, and so it's really an important tool that we have in law enforcement. And so oftentimes we don't get enough funding to be able to support the canine, not only the canine handler, but the canine themselves, for protective equipment and tools that help us in the long run. So I want to thank both Stacy and Molly for all their work, and of course Rebecca for the race that she put together again this year, which was a tremendous success, as it always has been. And that's how we're able to make these kind of donations. So it's really a good thing. I'm very appreciative of the ladies that are here today, and it's nice for us to be able to give to Molly and Stacy for all their work, but I don't want to lose sight of what Rebecca does to help make this happen too. So my thanks to all the ladies here.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Then we would also like to announce our 2020 beneficiary. We have chosen Project PAC. Tammy, do you want to come on in here?
Yes.
So, hi, this is Tammy, and she is the head of Project PAC. And do you want to talk to us a little bit about what that is and what it does?
Yes, Project PAC, it's a nonprofit, started about 2006. We supply post-assault comfort kits, that's what the PAC stands for, to sexual assault survivors at hospitals across Massachusetts. We also have a pediatric program, and those packs are assembled and given to the children's advocacy centers across the state. Every local county in the state has a children's advocacy center. And we have packs of varying ages, as you can imagine. Pediatric programs, that's a large age range. So we have items that, coloring books, crayons, handheld items, things that go a large range. And then we have our packs that are assembled and given to the hospitals across the state.
And so I would just add to what Tammy had said. We're very fortunate. Oftentimes we come across people in the worst times of their lives, and so, we have certain, I call them business things that we have to do as part of that investigation and prosecution ultimately, and sometimes those things are very difficult for victims to have to go through. They're necessary, but nonetheless they're very difficult, and so it's good for us to be able to support a program that kind of helps in small ways, I think, as Tammy has described, for people who are going through probably the worst time of their life. And there are a lot of things that we investigate that are difficult circumstances. I think sexual assault is one of those that is particularly difficult to do just because of the sensitive nature of what we're talking about and how difficult those are on the victims. So we're very appreciative that we have something like this. Tammy happens to be a local person as well. So this is good to see that not only are we supporting something that has impact here in the community, but has impact beyond that. So thanks to Tammy and her mom, who was a big help as well to many of us. So thanks again.
Thank you,
Look
guys.
forward to this.
I appreciate it.
Right. I would like to add that we are hosting a women's self-defense class. The first class was last night, November 10th. We are having a second class on Sunday, November 17th, and it's at the Senior Center from 6 to 9 p.m. And all the money raised from that is also going to Project PAC. You can come to the second class even though you didn't come to the first one, because we'll review and teach you some new skills, and something is better than nothing. So if you're interested in that, you can reach out to us through our website or on Facebook.